greens have come out. Gibbet Hill has gone green again. May 22nd. I've had very few chances to get out up until now, but I'm out, and apart from a few hiccups, I seem to have solved a bit of the problem. Hired the qualified master locksmith Paul Sir Fix-a-Lot, who came up from the south coast to fix my bolt and create 2 new keys for me. So I was quite pleased he managed to do it. We didn't actually check the door locked by closing it and doing the twist thing before he left, which we probably should have done and he probably should have done. But so when he left, I was having a little bit of trouble actually locking it because the bolt sticks out slightly further than the bolt holder, so you have to pull it into place before you lock it, which is a pain in the ass. And I hope it doesn't heat contract or shrink in winter and summer temperatures. Can I get this bird? There we go, bird on a bush. Captured. It's the hottest day of the year so far, touching 20 degrees C. So heatwave days. We've got a heatwave week coming up. I think it'll go up to 22 this week at some point. Now that my door is secure, I've got a couple more things I need to do to make sure it's completely secure, but that takes buying stuff, so that'll take a little bit of time to source and figure out. So I'll be able to get out a lot more from now on and get on the job hunt without worrying. Still in a squalorous, hellish position, but gonna be able to get out with less tension in my stomach, stress. It always hits you in the stomach, it weighs down on you and makes you feel terrible and makes your body not work as it should with digestion and all this crap. Got a bit of shade. We're at the V-Can on Blackdown. See what the day is like. Very beautiful greens starting to dominate in the landscape now. No more beige, or at least not very much beige anymore. And while it's been tick world this year, I swear it's the largest amount of ticks that I've seen of any year this year. Not just on my cat, but you know, when it was dewy and I came up here on the shitty coronation day, yeah, a couple of ticks were just on my leg, just wandering around. It's like, what the hell? That never normally happens to me. Yeah, the grass has not yet turned poop covered with the animals, so we're not at that stage of summer. So I think, and because June 21st will be coming up in a bit, it's that kind of sweet spot for camping, and I haven't been able to get out last week when I wanted to do some camps. Even my locksmith guy said he did some wild camping. I was like, God damn it, he went up Brattor. It's like, I have not been able to. So I would like to. The ground looks pretty good at the moment. I'll do tent, not tarp, until I can decide whether I want to fork out for like a 3x3 tarp or something smaller than the one I have, which would be ideal. I haven't done a woods camp before. Not really many places you can do that on Dartmoor. I assume there's actually not any places you can legally do it in the UK at all, but people just do it. So I guess I'm just going to have to just do it at some point if I want to do it. Look at that field. It's like, there's green fields either side of a field with kind of milky stuff. I guess it's like tons of flowers, like daisies or something. Look at that. Green, 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 green. Milky. Must be like, oh no, look, you can see the grass rippling. It's longer grass and the wind is playing with it. think that's wind. That's kind of cool. It's like Jupiter's atmosphere or something. Remember to put my hat on because I have not put any suntan lotion on at all. I'm just testing kind of, I guess, what I feel like and whether my stress levels have gone down from just like being able to lock my room and leave and just not think about it, not have to think about it, so I get all the physical stress stuff happening in my stomach and everywhere. And it seems to be working. I feel better. I mean, yeah, I feel a bit better for now. It's very serene, actually. The sun isn't entirely out, like clouds keep passing in front of it and sitting there for a bit. And I really love to get to like Leiden Toren camp, but all my transport stuff has been cut off. Getting to Leiden Tor on foot or with my routes that I have would mean either going to Yelverton and then walking to Dowsland, then walking on the GWR all the way up to like Ingrator and then going up, which is a bit too long when you're carrying camping stuff on your back. Or somehow getting a bus to Princetown and then walking up, I guess, the GWR in the opposite direction from that woods and then coming off before Sweltor or something. Now I think there's bogs there, so you can't really do that. Bogs up by that, the different one that's called Furtor. It's out there somewhere. Hard to reach in my current means. Which one of those is King's Tor and which one's Pewtor? I think that's King's Tor and Sweltor there, maybe. I don't think I can see Leiden Tor and Sharper Tor and all that. There's the surfboard stone on the way down to the road. Some of these longish grasses are lovely to walk through while they're dry. And it just reminds me of, you know, I had failed plans or ideas that I'd go to the Lake District this year with my mum, and that's definitely not happening. I mean, I could go to the Lake District, but not with her, and it would be a little difficult to organise, I feel like. Figure out where I am and what I can do there. Yeah. But yeah, this grass kind of reminds me, like, I want to be up on like one of those super high mountains and then find like a bit with, I don't know, partially long grass, partially dry firm ground somewhere with a view over one of those giant lakes or locks or whatever they have, tarns maybe, far down below. I've been watching too much of Scotland's Mountains videos, so I'm probably picturing that, so it's probably not in the Lake District that I find those kinds of landscapes. I think old Brent Tor has some bluebell fields on it down there. I'm just making out some blue. I think that's what that is. In my better shoes today. That's another thing I've got to do, is because I walked up through them bluebell fields at the edge of East Hill and I wanted to get to the top. Oh great, take my sunglasses off and the sun comes out from behind the giant cloud. God damn it, get on my face. Get on my fucking face, mate. Yeah, so I can only use these shoes for going out at the moment, which are actually snowshoes, not just hiking boots. I need a new pair of hiking boots, which is going to set me back. I swear those ones that I was wearing cost me like 60 quid or something. I didn't get them that long ago. I guess I got them kind of long ago. I got them when me and Dad went to Round Hill Tor near Princetown, and yeah, to be fair, that trip they gave me pains, so I put some insole things in and that made them fine for ages up to now, and now it's just the same pain again as at Round Hill Tor. I'm surprised I walked so long that day up to Prince Hall Rocks and that. Yeah, feet were killing me that day. But yeah, it was getting a bit extreme on East Hill the other day. It's really annoying though, because as you might have seen on my tiny rubbishy camera, which is not this camera, those bluebell fields there are amazing. They're huge. God damn, that'd be a cool place to camp actually, if the bluebell fields are still there. Just plonk the tent in the bluebell fields. That'd be funny. Could do that. I'd have to climb up the hill to get there, but it's not as big as other hills I could climb to camp. Bone field. Yeah, they've been swaling some gorse down here. I think they do it at night because I never seem to come out when they're doing it. On the other side of the road down there, it's all like black skeleton gorse. You can sort of see some of it. Just there. That's what it's like. It's great to relieve pressure, you know, when you feel like the stress. Essentially what I'm going through is like domestic abuse situations, so if you've had something like that, you can probably empathise with that kind of environment, and just the, you know, the stress relief that goes with being able to partially get out of that environment. I'm not all the way out. I just have a couple of safeguards in place, I guess. Securenesses, is that a word? Hate using the word safe. I noticed V started disliking the word safe, but then he went back on himself and he started using it again, which was kind of annoying to see. But yeah, there is a certain amount of relief that comes with being able to get out here now and leave my room behind and not think about it, and I can breathe, and my stomach isn't in knots and sinking and feeling extra heavy and feeling jumpy and all that. God damn. I hate those feelings. And yet, I miss adrenaline. I used to have adrenaline when I was a teenager, and it comes in like 3 flavours, and one or two of them were really good, and they came with like a rise in metabolism, they came with my skinniness, they came with my heartbeat beating faster. I could jump around my room and like dance to music and stuff like that, do like running on the spot exercises, and I suppose you call it cardio. I could do that and get that kind of addictive feeling from it, that kind of, I don't know how to describe it because it's been so long. It's kind of like a fizzy rise inside between your stomach and your chest. And there's one of them that comes with that, jumping around, like playing, you used to get from like playing deathmatch games like Quake 3 Arena or UT as well, jumping around the room, that good feeling. Then there's another one that comes with like love, which people call like butterflies in the stomach. I used to get in like the chest and behind the eyes and stuff. And then there's another one which is a bad form of adrenaline, which is just like when you're being attacked by someone or when you're in fear for your life, you get the stress version of adrenaline. Obviously I don't miss that one so much, but I'd take it back if I could have the other two. I just don't know where it went. Like physically my body stopped supplying me with it. So yeah, I have no idea. Like if you experience adrenaline and you know what I'm talking about, don't take it for granted, because for some reason it can turn off in your life, and I don't know why mine has turned off. Maybe it's some sort of chemical imbalance or something in my body. But yeah, it's really nice out here. Hottest day of the year so far, but up here on the hill, excellent breeze. Just like, it's not a cold breeze, it's like, it's warm air moving, but just enough to cool you off. And then you got the giant clouds, so it's like hot sun period, then nice shade period like this, where everything else away from you is illuminated. I like that. Things mean a lot more to you when you're deprived of them, I find. Or maybe when they're like rare to get or rare to see in your life, but you know they're out there. Like you've tried them, you've sampled them in tiny amounts, so you know they exist out there, but they're just so hard to get. And so when those times come along for you, it's just, they mean a lot more, I think. They're more powerful, more important to you, I guess.